Welcome back to United Insider TV for an emergency transfer broadcast. We told you midfield was the next battleground for Ineos, and now the first domino has fallen. After months of silence, the target that haunted us all summer is suddenly wide open. Conor Gallagher, the English international who moved to Atletico Madrid under huge fanfare, has completely reversed his position. Frustrated by a complete lack of playing time under Diego Simeone, managing just 2 league starts, Gallagher has signaled one thing to Manchester United: "I want out, and Old Trafford is my preferred destination." This is huge. Gallagher, previously determined to fight for his spot in Spain, is now reportedly keen on a loan move to Old Trafford, potentially until the end of the season. United's chances of signing a central midfielder, a top priority for 2026, has just been given a massive, unexpected boost. But this is where the drama begins. This move, while solving an immediate problem, creates 2 catastrophic long-term risks. It flies directly in the face of Ruben Amorim's promise to the fans. And worst of all, it risks sacrificing the most exciting talent the academy has produced in a decade: Kobbie Mainoo. Today, we expose why this short-term solution is a direct threat to Amorim's philosophy, the terrifying prospect for Mainoo's career, and why another target, a player compared to Henrikh Mkhitaryan, is the only true long-term answer. Let's be clear on the urgency. United have become overly reliant on an aging Casemiro this season. The Brazilian's contract is a major concern, and his slowing pace exposes the team's vulnerability. United need an athlete, and Conor Gallagher certainly fits the bill. He possesses the high-octane engine, the pressing ability, and the athleticism that Ruben Amorim craves in his double pivot. Transfer expert Graham Bailey confirms United is an appealing option for Gallagher, who believes he needs to play to secure his England World Cup spot. But here is the central, unforgivable contradiction. Gallagher would be open to joining on loan, and Amorim explicitly told the club that he does not want short-term signings at Manchester United. Amorim's mandate is to build a structure, not to paper over cracks with temporary fixes. Bringing in Gallagher for 6 months feels exactly like the short-term solution to a long-term problem that has crippled United for years. We solve Casemiro's fatigue for now, but we don't buy the long-term successor we truly need. We kick the can down the road, and the road leads straight to chaos. Ineos is fully aware that this deal goes against the manager's promise. They were happy to wait until 2026 to reinforce the midfield, but Gallagher's sudden availability has forced a panicked U-turn. This is a classic power struggle, the board seizing a politically safe, temporary option, while the manager seeks a structural, permanent signing. This move risks undermining Amorim's authority before the January window even opens. This short-term loan is not just a threat to Amorim's philosophy, it is an existential threat to the career of Kobbie Mainoo. We are told Amorim desperately wants to give Mainoo more minutes, to fast-track his development, and to integrate him into the squad. But bringing in Gallagher on loan is the ultimate sign of no confidence. It increases Mainoo's competition and dramatically limits his opportunities. Gallagher, desperate for World Cup minutes, will demand to start. A fit Gallagher sitting on the bench is a waste of a loan slot. This situation forces a terrifying dilemma. Mainoo, a player we recently discussed selling to help with FFP, may now be forced into a loan exit simply because the club prioritized a temporary fix. The board, Ineos, is clearly prioritizing the short-term stability that Gallagher offers, the physical engine to support Bruno Fernandes, over the long-term development of their best academy prospect. We are sacrificing a guaranteed homegrown future for a temporary stopgap. Mainoo needs game time. If Gallagher arrives, Mainoo is pushed out. It's that simple. And if we lose Mainoo to a loan, we risk derailing his phenomenal progress and alienating the fan base who see him as the heart of the club's identity. This Gallagher deal is a tactical, philosophical, and emotional disaster for the legacy of the club's academy. If Conor Gallagher is the short-term gamble, then the club must focus its full attention on the long-term, fail-proof solution. That name is Elliot Anderson. While AMORIM needs an athletic midfielder, Anderson's profile is far more complete and perfectly engineered for AMORIM's 3-4-2-1 system. United failed to strengthen in central midfield in the summer, despite links to Carlos Baleba and Adam Wharton. Now, with Casemiro's contract expiring and MAINOO potentially seeking a loan, signing a midfielder in 2026 is officially United's top priority, and Anderson has risen to the top of that list. Anderson, who is impressed with Nottingham Forest and England, is quickly emerging as the long-term answer. The reason? His style of play makes him an ideal fit for AMORIM's shape. He has the athleticism to cope with the Premier League's intensity and the technical ability to thrive in the complex double pivot role. According to expert profiling, Anderson's style is most comparable to former United playmaker Henrikh Mkhitaryan. Both players rank extremely high for successful take-ons, progressive carries, and shot-creating actions. Anderson possesses the attacking flair and forward thrust needed to break lines. But crucially, Anderson sets himself apart in the one area where Gallagher is limited: defensive actions. Anderson ranks in the top 20% for tackles, aerial duels, and clearances. This hybrid profile, technical playmaker plus ferocious defender, makes him the ideal central anchor that can both progress the ball and protect the backline. He's the complete package AMORIM needs, not the single-function player that Gallagher represents. The comparison to Henrikh Mkhitaryan, a player Jose Mourinho once called top class, is crucial. Mkhitaryan was a creative force, but Anderson possesses that flair while adding the defensive steel AMORIM requires for the Premier League. Mkhitaryan's career at United was famously turbulent. He scored 13 goals and provided 11 assists in 63 appearances, but his relationship with Mourinho ultimately fell apart, leading to the swap deal involving Alexis Sanchez. While the outcome was messy, the talent was undeniable. Anderson mirrors that attacking talent but provides the defensive foundation that Mkhitaryan lacked. This makes him the fail-proof signing United needs, as he can cover for defensive lapses and still contribute to the attacking phases. Anderson's versatility to play anywhere down the right flank or as a marauding midfielder means Ratcliffe and Ineos must treat him as the primary target for the summer, pushing a potential loan for Gallagher completely out of the picture. The price tag will be high. Reports suggest upwards of £50 million, but the long-term value, compared to the temporary damage of a Gallagher loan, is incalculable. This is the United Insider TV verdict. Conor Gallagher is the temptation. He is the quick fix that might save AMORIM's season, but will inevitably cost the club its future. Elliot Anderson is the long-term investment that perfectly aligns with the manager's tactical philosophy and fixes the midfield for the next decade. The choice for Ratcliffe and Ineos is now clear. Embrace the short-term panic and risk MAINOO's development, or remain patient, stick to the manager's word, and secure the fail-proof high-potential asset like Elliot Anderson next summer. Now, the conversation shifts to you. You've heard the risks, you've seen the comparisons. In the comments section below, tell me, do you back the short-term loan for Conor Gallagher to boost the top 4 push now, or do you insist on the long-term project with Elliot Anderson, even if it means no signings in January? Give me your strongest arguments. If you appreciate this kind of raw, unfiltered transfer insight, smash that like button and make sure you are subscribed to United Insider TV and have those notifications turned on. The January window is approaching fast, and the fight for the midfield will define the future of the club. Thank you for tuning in.